y'all. Like, I got some wonderful segments for you all. I got some wonderful information, content, some wonderful guests as well, and let's get right on into it. This episode is sponsored by Cruisin' Productions. Cruisin' Productions offers t-shirts, hoodies, jackets, and even custom designed wear. Cruisin' Production is a mix of streetwear and misfit clothing. The brand was founded in the summer of 2017, and you can find Cruisin' Productions on all of the platforms listed below. To kick off Chatty Time, we definitely have to talk about Jay-Z partnering with the NFL for the Social Justice Reform Program. Before I get into my thoughts and my feelings on this whole social justice reform, I have some info for you all, for those of you who don't know what's going on. So the program key areas, according to the NFL, is to focus on including education and economic advancement, community police relations, and criminal justice reform. Those are 3 key areas right now that America definitely needs to focus on, so that's good. We're starting off good. Rock Nation and the NFL are donating $400,000 to 2 Chicago nonprofit organizations as part of their partnership. The 2 organizations are BB Family Services and Crushers Club. Both of these organizations claim that they want to help better lives of at-risk teens in Chicago. And I mention claim because y'all already know I have the tricks for you all. First and foremost, when the collaboration was first announced, Jay-Z got a lot of heat. And Black Twitter was going in on Jay-Z when they announced this. They were like, why would you partner with the NFL and they don't respect Kaepernick, they don't respect Kaepernick voicing his opinions and his views, and so why would you want to partner with those people? A lot of Black Twitter was calling Jay-Z a sellout, but I don't think that Jay-Z's selling out. Actually, I mean, what does he have to sell out for? Dude's a billionaire. So let's talk about one of the organizations that the NFL and Rock Nation is partnering with. It's called Crushers Club. And ooh, boy, do I have some receipts for y'all. So Crushers Club is under a lot of heat right now on Twitter from a tweet they made in October of 2016 about cutting young Black men's hair, or basically cutting their dreads off. So here's the specific of the tweet. And another crusher let me cut his dreads off. It's symbolic of change and their desire for a better life. Now hold up. And let's talk about it. In this picture I'm about to show you right now, you see Sally is cutting off his hair, his dreads, and she specifically said it's symbolic of change. Okay, yeah, symbolic of change. You're cutting off your hair, you know, might need a little change or something. But then the second part of the sentence, it just didn't sit well with my spirit. Their desire for a better life. Now, excuse me, hold on, Sally, what you mean a desire for a better life? As if he can't have a good life with dreads? As if there is not numerous successful Black people with dreads? I don't understand what it is with the Caucasians and hairstyles and us expressing our hairstyles, but then them wanting to go back and do it. And the reason why we're upset about these comments is the fact that when other races, when they decide that they want, oh, I want to get box braids, oh, I want to get dreads, it's no problem. It's like, oh yeah, be free, express yourself. But when we get our hairstyles, it's more like, oh my gosh, that is so unprofessional, it's ghetto. We catch so much slack for our hairstyles. Now, Rock Nation claims that they handpicked all of these organizations and did their research on each and every organization. Now, Jay, call me. Did you see that? I know, Jay, I know you got a team. You got $1 billion team. You should not be endorsing companies like this. Kaepernick got on me because y'all are killing us with no repercussions. And the fact that the NFL, they knew that and they still went against it and they fired him, that's where the problem is, Jay. You know, we don't have a problem with you, you know, going out and starting a social justice reform. Initially, I don't have a problem with Jay-Z partnering with the NFL. I don't really like the NFL. I don't like how they went about it with Kaepernick. But it's also the first stages of this program. You know, we haven't seen all of the, you know, hats that Jay-Z is about to pull out the bag. So I do want to wait a little while before I give my full opinion and, you know, be going off at the lip about what's going on, because I don't fully know, I don't understand. But I know the Crushers Club and Sally canceled. So here's my stance on it all. I feel as though Jay-Z has enough money, him and his friends and everybody who support this social justice reform, they have enough money to start their own league. Why do we have to kiss up to the NFL and, you know, have to go into their territory when they were in the wrong? Why do we have to go to them? Like, why can't it just be we start our own? I'm all for us starting our own league where you can protest if things don't go how you want to go. It's a lot of hypocrisy because you can't be on the TL tweeting, go Saints, go Cowboys, tune into every Jay-Z for partnering with the NFL. You're still giving the NFL your money. Are y'all ready to have that conversation? Y'all ready? Okay. So let's go ahead and let's talk about it. How can you get mad at Jay-Z for partnering with the NFL when you're still wearing NFL merchandise? You're still tweeting about the NFL. You're still tweeting in every Sunday and Monday for football. As black people, we have to stand our ground. Either we are going to support the NFL wholeheartedly or we're not. I just feel like you can't pick and choose with the NFL. Either you support the NFL as far as them firing Cap and everything that they did with Kaepernick and how they just said we don't even care. They basically had a we don't care attitude towards the social justice, and now they want to bring in Jay-Z for this partnership, and we don't know where that's going to go. Hopefully it goes well. I do hope this program impacts some lives if it is there. And Jay-Z, if you do decide to start an NFL league of your own football league, call me, because the Helm Network, we would love to broadcast for you. Yes, we would. Moving on, this summer we had a lot of shootings. Like, I don't know what is wrong with people, but people are losing their mind. We know that the heat, it makes people just angry, you know? Like, even when I be on campus, I be like, I just be mean mugging in the face because it just be hot. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I've never, the heat ain't never. The heat has never made me angry enough to go inside a Walmart and go off people. Like, what is wrong with this society? What is wrong with people? The U.S. reported more mass shootings than days in this year. There have been 283 mass shootings in the U.S. alone. Y'all, it is only September 11th to be exact, and we've had 283 shootings. God bless all of those families, all of the victims, all the people that were there, all the people that were involved. God bless them. That is traumatizing. I can never imagine. I don't want to ever imagine. And I want to stop. We just have to do better as a country. We have to do better. We really have to do better. And that's all I'm going to say on that. Tyler Perry and BET Networks are coming together for a streaming service that will be available September 19th. Yes, Tyler Perry, he has been making moves this year. Like, he always been making moves, but he's been making moves this year. Yes, Tyler. The streaming service will be $9.99, and it will include exclusive movies, TV series. Some will be directed and produced by Tyler Perry himself. So here's what Scott Mills, the president of BET Networks, had to say. He said, "We are thrilled to offer a streaming service experience of content curated for the underserved African American audience with BET+. African Americans have a higher SVOD adoption rate rather than any other consumer base on the market, which is why BET+ is a natural complement of BET's linear network, which has been and continues to be the leading home of Black culture for decades." Well, congrats, BET. I'm glad that y'all are doing something that's beautiful, that our Black network is actually, you know, creating something similar to Netflix, Hulu. I love it. Back on Black Twitter again, because, you know, we dominate everything. We run everything. Every aspect in this world we kind of run, in my opinion. Not really an opinion, kind of a fact too. But anyways, I've seen a lot of tweets bashing BET+, the new network that they're coming out with. And people are saying, like, what we gonna watch? Baby Boy? What we gonna watch? ATL? Stomp the Yard? Like, and people were just going in. And it's just like, damn, like, why do we always have to bash one another? Like, and I know, like, people like to hide behind, oh, it's a joke, haha. No, it's not. Because every week, it's always, oh, we have to support Black businesses. Even with the Popeyes thing. People are like, oh, y'all don't support Black businesses as y'all do this Popeyes. Well, damn, y'all don't give them a chance. Like, you know, we've already counted out BET+ because of what we've seen previously. This is a new network, and people are just going in. We haven't even seen a module, a app. We haven't even seen nothing, like a preview, a promo video. The news just came to us, and people were just going in. And it's like, dang, imagine if we would just support one another, and we would leave Netflix and Hulu alone. We claim that we want a Black society. We claim that we want to invest into Black people, invest into Black economics, invest into ourselves. And it's like, okay, well, we get a program, and it's like, okay, let me find the absolute worst. Let me find the negative, and let me go in on it. And it's just a train effect. It's like a crab in a bucket mentality, you know? Either you're going to support Black businesses and Black networks and everything Black wholeheartedly, or just don't say it at all. Like, I'm sick of y'all tweeting about it, and in the same sense, y'all bashing everything that's Black. It don't work like that. Next up, we have Kanye and his cult, line. And I'm so anxious. Love you talking dirty. That one. So, and then he also remixed Aaliyah's I Don't Wanna Be Without You. That's my song. And then he also, it was a video of him parting, like acting like he was Moses parting the Red Sea through a crowd. We supposedly canceled Kanye as a culture, but this man comes back with a genuine remix, and now everybody is like, oh my gosh, Kanye. Ooh, no, I have not forgotten what you said, Kanye. I might have forgave, but I don't forget. So I feel like he's using us, as in, when I say us, I mean the black community. I feel like he's using us to get back in our good arms. And I feel like he's just going wherever the wind goes. He was going for the Trump thing for some attention. Now he's doing the whole church thing for some attention. Please get out that sunken place. Please get you some black friends. Please call up Jay. Have that conversation. Apologize. Do what you gotta do. And get around some love. Some people who really love you and genuinely care for you. I feel like you're surrounded by people who they aren't giving you your best interest. You're not thinking straight. But that's all for chatty time. So today on the show, I have Lona. How are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. So start off by introducing yourself to the people.
Okay, I'm Lona. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Houston. I make music. I screenwrite. I do a lot of things creatively. Just an artist. You know, that's really the best way I can sum it up.
A creative. We love it.
Yeah.
So how did you get into making music?
Honestly, I've been making music. Like, when I was a kid, I used to write like stuff in my notebooks and stuff like that. I started playing saxophone when I was like 10.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I was in a band for a while. And then I focused more on sports and stuff. And so from there, I kind of took a step away from the music. It wasn't as important. And then sports was kind of like iffy. And I had some injuries. And so I decided like music was really where my heart was at. And I think that's why sports didn't work out, to push me back in that direction. Yeah, every time he's gonna push you where you need to be. And so I really feel like that was God just telling me that music was what I needed to be focused on. And I started writing. People told me like they liked what I heard. I did a talent show at school, and I put out an EP. And from there, I just been on this.
On your grind. I love it. So you say you play an instrument.
Yeah.
So what do you play? Just saxophone?
Tenor saxophone. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I want to learn to play some other things, and I want to get back to playing that regularly. But I just been focused on what I'm doing now. You know, so yeah.
Cool. So you switch up your style often in your EPs and some of your songs. So how would you describe like your music style? R&B, hip hop, because it's like
a mix.
Yeah.
It's like a hybrid. I'm hip hop at heart. You know what I'm saying? But it's like R&B. I feel like there's just certain things that are gonna come across that you can't really get through in just a rap song. You know. And I'm big on emotions, especially like I feel like in this time, I feel like a lot of times people try to hide their emotions, trying to be like closed off. And I want people to know it's okay to feel stuff.
Yeah.
And so everybody goes through things, everybody feels these different things. And that's the kind of music that touched me growing up and let me know I wasn't alone. So that's really what I'm just trying to do through my music. So that's why.
Okay, so when did you write your first song that you like actually put your feelings and emotions to?
Probably when I did that talent show, 10th grade. Like, it's kind of corny. I wrote a song about a girl, and I did it for a talent show, and people really liked it. And
how it go? We're gonna hear it.
Honestly, it's been so long. I haven't even done that song anymore. I deleted it from everything. It was the first one, but yeah, it was a moment for sure.
Okay. So how did you feel performing? Like, did you have like a whole set, or you just went up there and like?
Nah, they gave us like one song. It was dark. I wore glasses because I was nervous. It was my first performance. So I had on sunshades. I didn't want to look at the crowd. So I was up there, but it went really smooth. And afterwards, like people told me, it was like, yeah, we want to hear that. Like you should put it out. And so I put that on the first EP I did. I think it was called Flight 904. You know, so yeah.
That's odd. So where did Lona come from?
Lona is my middle name. It's actually my dad. My dad's from Africa, so his dad's name is Lona.
Oh, okay.
So that's where it came from, and that it means man from water. So yeah.
Interesting. I want to know the backstory, like man from water.
I'm still trying to find it out myself. You know, my dad that's just something he told me, a little anecdote or whatever. But I'm definitely gonna look more into it because it's crazy. Because like water is like a big thing for me. Like whether it's drinking it
inner peace and whatnot.
Exactly, like spiritually, it just feels connect. I feel a connection with it. So
Okay,
yeah.
cool. So you released a few things this year.
Yeah.
So do you plan on releasing anything else?
Yeah, I'm working on a tape right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Golden Child LP. It's gonna be like a prelude to my next like album.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm working on some other things that I'm finna like announce pretty soon, like some other projects. I've done some projects for producers. I've just been working like as much as I can. Like I have so much music that I'm getting ready to put out, visuals and stuff. You know, I'm moving silence. You know, it's like
Yeah, you can never have too much on your portfolio.
Exactly.
It's like
Exactly.
full of my resume.
Exactly.
So never ending story. Tell me about that. How did you get into that? How did you come up with that?
Never in the story was really I had finished my album 346, and me and my boy Alvin was just working. We was working on new stuff, and me and Dion, like those are the two producers I work with the most. And we was just working, and they were like, Alvin was like, bro, you know, everybody had that tape right after the album to let them know like.
Yeah,
this is it. You know what I'm saying? Like this is it.
Solidify it. Yeah.
And so he was like, you need to do that. And I was like, okay, well we couldn't get the right idea. And then we got those songs, and they just started coming. I'm like, all right. And then I was trying to think of what to name it. And Never Ending Story, like it's a movie, and that's where I got the title from.
Oh, okay.
And it was like, it was just a movie my aunt put me on when I was younger. So the title kind of stuck with me. Sometimes I try and drop little things like that in my albums or music to maybe put somebody on to something they didn't know about.
Yeah.
And so that's where the name came from. But it's also like a metaphor for just my life. You know what I'm saying? I've been through a lot of things. That's why I make music, clearly. You know, so it's like it's just a never-ending story. It don't stop. It keep going. You don't stop. You just slow down, readjust, and power through.
Okay. So when you're writing music, is there a specific instance in life that you've gone through? Is there like, do you stem from that, or do you like every time you write a song, it's from a different like story or different instance?
Sometimes it depends. It depends on what kind of song it is. Like if I'm in if it's a love song, chances are I'm talking about a specific person, or I'm talking about a group, like different people that I've come across as one person. You know, I try not to name drop and stuff. I don't really. I don't really like that. I think that's corny. You know, I think that's not cool because you never know. Your shit blow up. People have lives. I don't think that's fair.
Or change the name.
Exactly. Yeah, something like that. Use a nickname or something where they know but everybody don't know.
Yeah.
You know, so I try and just draw from my real life and like things that I've been through or my friends have been through. Like sometimes I've written songs for people, but I knew they was going through something. Like, and I just wrote from that perspective because they was telling me how they felt. But a lot of times it's just from me and what I'm feeling.
So when you're songwriting, I'm not a songwriter, so
Yeah.
it's intriguing because like music is beautiful. I love music.
Yeah.
So when you're writing, how long does it take? Like, does it just come to you, or does it like over time?
If it's a good day, it's really an out of body experience kind of. Like it's almost like you're not writing. It's like it's coming from somewhere. You know, it's like it's connected to something. And other times, like you might have that feeling, and then you get to a point to where, damn, I don't know what to say next. So you might take a little walk, take a couple days. It just depends on the song. Like I'll finish songs in 15 minutes. I'll finish songs in an hour. I'll finish songs over a course of a week, months, whatever. It just depends on what the song needs. You know, sometimes the song is written, but the beat needs more, or like I need to go back in and re-record because I need that emotion to come through, or my verse is not hitting where I want it to hit, things like that. I just pay a lot of attention to detail.
So where do you get that high from? Do you get it from songwriting or getting in the booth and record? Which one gives you more of that like rush, that high?
They're both crazy. I feel like the booth is different though, because it's like when you're in the booth, it's just it's all there. Like you gotta lay it all out there, and once you get it out, it's like it's like you don't have to deal with that no more. It's gone. Like so.
Do you get butterflies before you go to the studio? Like, well, I know men, not butterflies, but do you get like nervous, anxious?
If I get nervous, it's usually before like a show or something. But like, if I'm going to the studio or not, like if I'm nervous about anything, it's am I gonna get everything done that I want to get done today? You know, because I go in, I'm the kind of person where I rehearse all the time. So even if I write songs, like I have songs in my phone now that I need to record, and I rehearse them whenever I get free time or whatever. So when I go in the studio, I'm just like a machine. We're just trying to knock out as many as we can, so everybody I work with, they know that's like my workflow. I'm just trying to knock them out. We can do all the mixing and stuff like that later. I I don't really sit there for that. But,
Okay. So you said you do shows. How many shows have you done? Like,
wow.
do you remember like the number?
Honestly, I've lost count at this point.
You famous?
Nah, not even. I've lost count at this point. I remember certain ones like that were important, like just important moments. But I've literally been performing since I was a sophomore in high school. So it's like I'm 22 now. I was like 15, 16. Like I couldn't tell you.
So when you're performing in Houston, is your energy different because that's your hometown, or do you try to like bring the same energy and have the same love everywhere?
I try to bring it everywhere. I think here and like San Marcos and Houston are very special spots to me at this point. So I try and go a little harder or give like just, and I don't mean in performance because I'm gonna give everybody the same show everywhere. But I just mean as far as like theatrics, like I might go a little harder for the show planning or the setup or whatever for them.
Familiar with it, so you know your crowd and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool. So what are your so I've peeped some of your tweets.
Yeah.
And it looks like you're on a self-development journey.
Yeah.
So tell me about that. How has it been? Has it been because of college, or has it just been like something you want to embark on?
I've always been the kind of person that like just trying to constantly improve. I always want to be a better version of myself. But I think there's a lot of things that you don't really realize about yourself or just about life until you get out on your own.
Oh yes.
And once I've been out on my own, I was like, there's things I didn't know about myself that was there that I needed to start unpacking or dealing with or whatever. And just different situations you end up in, whether it's friendships, relationships with people, and they go south or whatever. You just learn from them. And so from there, I just been on my page. Like I feel like I took time to get the music right and to get things right, but at the same time, you have to be right for yourself,
Right.
And so I had a lot going on at the beginning of the year, like with just like losing people that were close to me, and it was like 3 just back to back, and it kind of really made me look at life a little bit different. And from there, I just started approaching it a little different, attacking it a little different. Like I need to be more in tune, I need to be more focused. Just things like that. I really try and pay attention to signs. I feel like I don't know. I feel like from when I started making 346, which was my album before Never Ending Story, from there I just feel like God had been kind of guiding me, and it's kind of like I'm on autopilot a little bit. So I just try and go wherever He's taking me, or wherever I feel like He's taking me.
Come on, you better preach. So, is there anything outside of songwriting that gives you like that peace? Like some people they have a therapist, some people they write down in a journal. Like, is there anything specific that you do?
I've recently started trying to keep a journal. So just to keep a train of my thoughts in different time periods and stuff like that, I feel like that's good. So I just started doing that. Therapy, I can't say I've really tried it. It's something I would do though, and I want to do and I encourage. But I can't say that. But outside of music, I really just try and I spend time with family, friends, like people that are close to me. I try and go and explore things on my own, like just different interests. Like I'm into art, I'm into movies, I'm into a lot of things. Like I'm taking film classes because I write treatments for my own videos and stuff, and like short films and stuff like that. I'm into things like that. So I'm kind of always working. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still discovering that a little bit, like what else outside of music or creative endeavors that I can really find peace with.
Gary Vee, he said something about like your hobbies and your interests and everything will like just align to your purpose. Like, that's kind of just how it is. Okay, so when you wake up in the morning, what is something that you first do in the morning?
First thing I do, if I have time, like if I'm not running late, because I'm still a human, so if it's a normal day, and I wake up, I'm praying, because I'm thanking, for another day, and I'm opening the blinds, like I'm letting the sunlight in, I'm listening to birds, you know what I'm saying, like things like that, like I really try and have that moment to myself before I go out into the world or whatever. I just try and I'm a big on self-reflecting too. I mean, that's what music is for me, so it's that's probably the main things I do first when I wake up.
I think that's a lot of problems we have because people don't tap in with themselves. They tap in with social media. And I mean, I would be lying if I said I don't check Twitter sometimes first thing
I have check-ins throughout the day, you know, like just if things going good, things going bad, regardless, I'm just constantly in communication. Like my mom always told me growing up, like, you know, a lot of people feel like you gotta talk to God a certain way or you gotta do certain things. Like, nah, you should talk to God, talk to everybody, like that's your friend. So like you can check in anytime. All you gotta do is say those words. And,
call on him. No,
exactly.
He's there. Okay, so how long have you been in San Marcos or attending Texas State?
Since like I came here fall 2015,
Okay.
so I've been here a little minute, but I've seen the changes and everything. It's been a cool experience. It's been good and bad times for sure.
So when do you graduate?
I don't know. That's an honest answer. Like life has gotten in the way. Like I'm the kind of person where I put what I feel like is important first, and I've been putting music first the last 2 years. So like school is kind of taking a little bit of a lacking. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I plan to finish. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you when it is.
What's your major?
My major is journalism and mass comm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mass comm too.
I was on magazine staff in high school and things like that. I used to write editorials and stuff. So.
Ooh, I might need to talk to you after this.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, just
might
hit me.
Collaborate. Okay, so in what area of your life have you say that you've grown the most?
I'm gonna say, damn, that's a good question. What area have I grown the most?
Besides music, because that's the obvious one.
Okay, besides music, I'm gonna say spiritually, just because I feel like that's a never-ending journey.
Yes.
So don't get me wrong, I feel like a lot of people think you're just supposed to get to one point and you're just good for life. It's not like that, but I think I've started paying more attention to things and started questioning more things and like the intentions behind certain things. I wouldn't do that before, and I think that's helped me identify where I want to take my music, who I want to be in life, the kind of people I want to be around. So I feel like definitely spiritually I've grown the most since I've been here, and just as a person, like, you know, confidence, just belief in myself, belief in what I believe in, you know, just standing on my word. A lot of things. I've just grown as a man, honestly, since I've been here.
I wish you would do that.
Either.
That's just college. I mean,
Yeah, it will.
Going away from your parents, it's like I ain't got no other choice. Like I
No.
think of myself.
It's like they push you in the corner, you gotta come out swinging.
Yeah,
you
got
just,
to.
Yeah.
Cause man, that first night here, I was like, dang, like life is already getting to me, and it's just the first night here at Texas State. But hey, that's a different story. So I peeked in a few of your tweets as well. You said how important it is for Black fathers to be prevalent in their kids' lives.
Yeah.
So how do you feel like about today's society of men and their stance on being in, you know?
I think it's in a weird spot. I think there's still a lot of men who are not present, who are absent. I think there's a lot of us who want to be present when that time comes and things. Like personally for me, my father wasn't present, you know, and I had a stepdad who was there, but it wasn't the best situation. You know what I'm saying? So from that, it just taught me the kind of man I want to be and the kind of man that like a woman should deserve. You know what I'm saying? I seen my mom deal with things she should have to. So from there, I just feel like it is important because I think that family unit is what's going what's the word I'm looking for? That's what's going to change things. That's what's going to flip the page. Like I feel like in the Black community, I feel like that was one of our strong suits before. You know, even in slavery, even like through civil rights and things like that, with families sticking together. Like that's how we came through a lot of that. You know, and I feel like breaking up of that and messing up with that has really like changed things now.
They did that on purpose.
They did.
Yeah, I say it's all strategic.
They did.
So as far as Black unity, how do you think that we can go back? Because I feel like once before we were like very unified. I think in the slave, I mean, I guess we didn't really have a choice then. But it's like, you know, we're kind of growing away from that unity.
Yeah.
But we still like, I don't know, I feel like we want it, but then we don't. It's
I think
a weird place.
I think it's a touchy subject, and it's hard because it's just like it's a lot of white people who stick together. It's bad white people, it's good white people. It's bad black people, it's good black people. You know what I'm saying? So I think that is an underlying factor that we don't really think about. Like sometimes we have the wrong people in positions of power, or we're following the wrong leaders because they're misleading us and leading us to believe that they have our best interests. know, so I think making sure people are like making sure it's genuine. I think realizing that we're stronger together than we are apart.
Yes.
I think conversations, like you said about the father, is about family union. It's about our values and morals, and about like what we think Black people can be, and what like how we can really come together. You know, like I feel like everywhere you look around, you see communities in other races. You know what I'm saying? Like in Houston, it's a bunch of Chinatowns. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like little Mexicos and stuff, like in different cities and stuff. I feel like that's important. Having that sense of community, having that sense of culture. I feel like Black people, like we got robbed of that, or like a lot of times we get stuck in the underprivileged neighborhoods, and we don't have the opportunities to buy the stuff up. Everybody else has opportunities to buy the stuff up. So I feel like just buying stuff, investing in ourselves, investing in our communities, in the right spots, of course, because it's gonna be scams and all that with everybody, every kind of person. But I think we just gotta be better judges of character, and I think that's another thing. Like I hate to sound like I'm preaching, but I feel like in slavery and things, we were singing, you know.
Yeah, we were calling on God.
That's
more.
Exactly.
Now, yeah.
And I feel like the more we got away from that, it's gonna continue to just get worse.
This is the result.
Yeah.
We're here.
Facts.
We on the way, y'all. I don't know about y'all. Y'all better repent.
Like I was telling, not to go off on a tangent, but I was telling my boy Alvin, we were having a conversation. I was like, man, I feel like a lot of us are paying for like the sins of our fathers. You know, I feel like there was a generation of men who kind of like just did whatever they wanted, and you know, a lot of our moms like raised us to be better than those men. You know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, you have people who have been raised to think that men are gonna be that way, and things like that. So I think it's a lot of miscommunication between all of us, and I just think trying to understand. I think empathy, compassion, and understanding, like just open conversation is gonna change a lot.
Miscommunication, and also not taking responsibility. Like, you know, I can sit here and bash men and not men, Black men not being in families, but you know, it's also Black women who are being, you know what I'm saying, toxic. You know what I'm saying? It's accountability. You know, we can't keep saying, oh, I'm gonna point the finger at you, point the finger at you. Know,
exactly.
Somebody gotta.
I think that hurts us. Like it's like we're on the same team. What we fighting for? You know, like we're literally on the same team.
We already got the others coming at us.
Exactly.
We can't come at each other.
It's no point for it. You know?
So what do you think? I talked about it during my discussion time about Jay-Z and the whole NFL social justice reform. How do you feel about that? Are you familiar with what's going on?
Yeah, I'm familiar with what's going on. I can't speak for Jay because I don't really know what his plan or what his angle is with it. I just like we have to see it play out. I do think that the NFL though is known for like having a certain kind of attitude towards Black people and Black players, and I think that the NBA and other leagues are definitely a little bit more progressive when it comes to that, and players speaking out and things. I don't like how the NFL handled the Kaepernick situation.
Exactly.
Yeah, I definitely don't like how they're handling this. Like it definitely looks bad. You know, it's like you went and got Jay, but you still Kaepernick still doesn't have a job. You still haven't put him in any. You haven't put him in any of the programs that y'all are claiming to do to create social injustice reform. But it's one of those things where you really don't know because you're not there. But I feel like I know how I would approach it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I would definitely be working with him. But that
exactly. And I said that all the time. You know, I'm pretty sure you've seen Black Twitter go on a rampage about the whole Jay-Z thing, and it's like, well, y'all still watch the NFL. Y'all still tune in every Sunday, every Monday to watch and support your team. So you can't be mad at Jay-Z for partnering with them when you still support them.
And that's another big thing for me too. I feel like we can't. I feel like we put a lot of pressure on Black celebrities and Black wealthy people to do certain things for us that really they not required to do, and really that some of them, and I'm not shooting shots at Jay or anybody, but I'm just saying some of them don't have credentials to do. You know, it's just like, I don't know if the person who I listen to for music and different things like that, not any specific artist, but I don't know if those people should be the same people spearheading a social movement. You know what I'm saying? Unless that's something that they really have a passion for. And I feel like a lot of times we mix those two up. We're like, oh, well, they have money, they're in this position of power, they got these connections, they can make this happen for us, they can change this for us. and some of them can, but it's like, do they want to do that?
There's things that we could be doing.
Exactly.
With our bank accounts, you know, in the middle class, low class, we could be doing that, you know, maybe they don't see up there. You know,
and just on a local level, like, too, like, it's stuff right here. That's another thing I have to check myself on, because that's always something that I have been important, like, it has been important to me, as far as, like, black progression and black unity and things like that. But it's like, okay, what am I doing right now that, you know, I could get some things done? Like, you don't like.
We got some work to do.
For real. And I think we get taught that there's stages and stages for things, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's people who's under 18 who going to college and graduating and getting degrees, and like people becoming rocket scientists and finding like, you know, cures for shit and all that. Like, so it's like, as black people, we have to stop telling people that, like, we have to realize there's really no limits.
No,
and there's no right or wrong time to start. It's just where you finish. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Well, I want to thank you for coming on the show. This was a good interview. I love it. So let the people know where they can follow you. I'm gonna put it at the bottom.
Okay. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at LONA the Don. That's LONATHEDON. And you can follow me on YouTube. LONA period. That's the name of my channel. So.
And also Apple Music.
Yeah,
LONA
Apple
period.
Music. Yeah, LONA with a period, and Spotify.
Is there a reason for the period, or is it just like?
Yeah, like a lot of people started calling me LONA the Don, and honestly, like I just couldn't get the at LONA, like I added the Don because I wanted something. I don't want to be a king or nothing like that. But it's like I wanted to get that same sense of royalty and, you know, just bossing up. You know what I'm saying? So people started calling me a lot of different things. So I'm like, let me put the period at the end so they know it's just LONA. So yeah.
Alright, cool. Well, I wish you the best on your music career, credit career, all of that. And it was a pleasure having you.
It's a pleasure being here. I wish you the best with the show, and I hope you see the sky the limit, you know?
I have a new segment for you all called Know Your Candidate 2020 edition. The election will be here fairly soon. So I want to talk about some candidates that are running for the 2020 presidential election. I'm going to be talking about Republicans, Democrats, and I'm just going to basically give you a little brief introduction to who they are as a person. And I'm also going to give you a few of their policies that they have expressed via debates, via their team, their campaign. And I'm just going to let you all decide. It's not for me to decide who you should and should not vote for. Everybody has different views, everybody has different values, and everybody has different things that they want to see come to fruition. So it's up to you to use this information, and if you like the candidate, you like some of the policies that I named, so I'm not naming all of their policies. I don't have time, y'all, okay? I have 5 seconds. I don't have time. That's on you, but I'm giving you a jump start. I am so sick of getting on Twitter, and they are misguiding us with these candidates, and I feel like everybody just wants to click on and go to whoever has the most retweets and whoever has the most likes, and, you know, everybody just wants to get on the same bandwagon. No. Determine who you want to vote for based off of your values, your views. Do not let Twitter, do not let your mother, do not let anybody determine who you want to vote for but you. So I'm just giving you a little foot in the door. It's up to you to go out and develop your own opinion of these people. I'm not up here to mislead or misguide anyone. I'm just up here to state facts. The first candidate is going to be Mr. Donald Trump. I wanted to do him first because he is currently y'all's president. And it will be beneficial if he does get reelected, that you know what he has been doing in his current sentence and also what he's going to do in his next 4-year sentence. So let's get into it. So his main accomplishments from 2016 to 2020, that 4-year presidency, has been sweeping tax cuts to benefit large corporations, as we have seen in the news fairly well, and also to help wealthy investors. He is a Republican, so his interest is always going to be the wealth at heart. You know, being a Republican is much more than just thinking about the wealth, but their main focus is to keep the wealth. It's to keep the rich rich, and yeah. He's also been focusing on undoing President Obama's programs and policies, such as Obama's healthcare plans, his immigration laws, and environmental regulation. He is currently facing heat with the feds for a recent report by Robert Mueller, but the report found no evidence that he coordinated with Russia for the 2016 election. President Trump has jump-started America's economy into record growth, created more jobs, and increased take-home pay for working Americans. He's also been very adamant on restricting immigration, and he's also adamant about using our taxpayer money to build that wall. If Trump was to be reelected, he said he would focus on renegotiating international deals on trade, gun arm control, and climate change. And he also wants to withdraw the American troops from overseas. So yes, that is a few things on Mr. Donald Trump. That is what he has been doing since he's been in office, and what he plans to do if he is reelected. That is our first candidate for Know Your Candidate. I gotta find a little, like, you know, I gotta find something smooth to do with that. If you are new to the show, this is your first time watching, I have a segment called Sign to Bring Real Music Back to Records. And it's where I highlight underappreciated and undervalued singers, people who I know are singing, not singing, but singing, okay? Their voices, they don't need no auto-tune, they don't need no gimmicks, no none of that. They're singing. It's a God-given gift, okay? You'll know if it's God-given if you sound good. Hello. First artist to be signed to Bring Real Music Back Records for season 2 is Miss Kim Cruz, and I believe she is a Houston, Texas native. And my sis be singing like anointed, straight anointed voice. I love it, I love it, I love it. But that's enough of me talking. Let's get into Miss Kim Cruz. All right, let's get a video.
Cursed unbroken, yeah. Still holding me down in bondage. I didn't even think I was good enough for God, but I'm in my closet. Yes, I am.
And so I have another video, Miss Kim. Let's get into this one as well.
All I hear is raindrops falling from the rooftop. Oh, baby, tell me why you had to go. 'Cause this pain I feel, it won't go away. And today, I'm officially missing you.
Yes, ma'am.
I thought that from this heartache I could escape, but I fought it long enough to say that today, oh today, I'm officially missing you, baby, yeah. Oh, can't nobody do it like you.
A singer. That's all I have to say is a singer. So that includes the episode 1 of season 2. Just make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, share, all of that good stuff. We trying to get the ArianHelm Show. We trying to be global, baby. We gonna be global. So yes, I hope you all have a blessed week, and thank you for tuning in. And that's a wrap. Bye.